Hi Alayna, it's your Uncle Joel. About to make a soccer video for you to work on some goalkeeping. So I got some of my players from Multnomah University out here to help you learn.
Hi Alayna, my name's Zach Woods. I'm from Alaska.
Hi, my name's DJ Madigan. I'm from Hawaii and I play center mid.
Yo, my name's Alan Tovar. I'm from Texas and I play right back. Yo, Alayna, you know I ain't gotta say much. I'm Nikokba. Thanks.
And hi, my name is Manny, and I'm a goalkeeper. I'm from Las Vegas.
Oh, I forgot to say my country. Before I say anything important.
Zimbabwe.
Alright, the first thing we're going to do is warm up our feet. So I'm going to get a couple of these fine gentlemen to pass the ball with Manny so that he gets a nice little jog and gets his body warm before we start diving around. Alright, let's get warm. Nice little one touch. Nice little one touch. We got a nice little jog going here. Goalkeepers got to be able to handle the ball with their feet. Okay, now we're going to work on throwing and catching. Okay, so we're working on both those things. So we're going to do a sling throw where we throw it over our head like this. We're just going to work on our catch. Alright, now the key thing here when you're catching the ball, you want your hands to either make a triangle, a W, or a diamond. You can kind of pick among those two, but you want your hands behind the ball, and when the ball hits, they fold around it. Notice there's some gap right there underneath on my palm because I don't want the ball slapping my palm too much. Okay? So we throw. So when I throw this ball, my elbow's straight. I'm using my body to sling it forward. Working on getting that nice catch every time. Okay, now we're going to roll the ball to each other or bowl it because it's like a bowling ball. Okay? I'm just going to bowl it right at Manny. He's going to scoop it up. Okay? Going to bowl it right between his legs and he's going to scoop it up. Okay? Now, can one of you guys bowl and I'm going to walk over here with Manny? One of you guys take over for me?
I'm pro bowler.
Pro bowler, I like that. Okay, bring it in here, tight with the camera. Alright, I want you to notice some things that Manny's doing right here. He only does right stuff because, you know, okay? So go ahead on and roll it to him. Okay? He's got his hands flat, ready to receive the ball, and his elbows in. If his elbows are out, go ahead and do another one. Watch what happens when his elbows are out. Roll it hard, will you? It's going through. Okay, he didn't have flat hands, elbows are out, so you gotta have flat hands. Now some people will try to tell you to put your knee down to block the ball like this. That's awkward, okay? You don't want to do that. It's not an athletic position. Go ahead again. Man, he's on his toes leaning forward, okay? And he pulls the ball up under it.
Do you want me to do a knee one? So I can explain why not?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Show him what not to do, man.
The ball will bounce out if it hits your knee, so you don't want this.
Okay, that's good.
Keeper!
Okay, now we're throwing the ball up in the air, okay? So Manny's working on catching the ball at its highest point, okay? Go ahead, Alan.
Keeper!
Okay? He wants to get it as high as possible so that nobody else has a chance to hit it with their head, all right? Because that's his advantage, is he can reach up and get it with his hands. Go ahead. Okay? Set. Notice he's yelling keeper to let everybody know it's his ball. Okay? That means people know to get out of the way, and if they don't, they're going to get hurt. Okay? Watch when he jumps, how he jumps off of one leg.
Keeper!
That knee protects him from people. It protects his midsection. It also allows him to reach higher. Okay? Go ahead, one more.
Keeper!
Okay, hold up. Okay, now when Manny catches this ball, I'm going to start by having him hold the ball up high so you can see his catch. Go ahead, Alon.
Keeper!
Okay? Notice he's got his hands underneath the ball. It's coming down into that little diamond that we talked about. He's just turning his hands a bit to make it land there. Okay? Now, You don't want to keep the ball up there for too long. You want to make it in a strong position, so you're going to bring it down to your chest. Okay, let's come around the front here. So he brings it down like that. Now if it's already coming to his chest, he's just going to catch it like that. Let me see the ball. If it's already coming right there, he's just going to catch it like that. Okay? That's called a scoop catch or a bucket catch. Okay. So when you're volleying, you got a nice little bone right on top of your foot. Here, I got bare feet. I'll show you on mine. Okay? So you got a nice little bone. Ooh, I got a tan line there. Look at that. I got a nice little bone going down to my big toe. This area is where you want to hit because that's where it's strong. Okay? So that's where we hit the ball. Okay? As far as the catch goes, when that ball is coming in really fast, okay, he's got his hands behind it. It will hit his palms a little bit. His hands fold around it and then dig in tight to hold on to the ball. So it hits the palm and the fingers fold around it, okay? Now if the ball comes in down lower, all right, he's gonna let it hit his hands and scoop it up like so. The point is you don't wanna have a flat chest so it bounces off. You wanna lean over the ball. So if it's coming here, maybe you sink down and catch it here. If it's coming here, maybe you rise up, get your chest over it, and scoop it up here, okay? Nick, can you do a few more volleys so we can watch that?
Yes, sir.
Notice how Manny's on his toes leaning forward too. You don't want to be leaning away from the ball. He's ready to react to it. And if these guys are real pros, they can volley with both feet accurately.
Shoot me, come.
Put the pressure on.
Hit it like right here.
I just don't want to get hit right here.
Yeah, hit a low one. So you can notice where his hands starting position are too. They're right down in here, like he's about to draw guns, okay? That allows him to move his hands here quickly or here quickly. So they're kind of right there in the middle, ready to react. You can cut there. Okay, you guys can keep going, you can film me, okay? What we're doing here is we're working on collapsing, okay? That means working on getting down to the ground quickly and securing the ball, okay? Now there's a reason we do this seated. We do this sitting down so it doesn't hurt. Okay, you guys can freeze. All right? The reason we want to train pain-free is because pain is how your body teaches itself not to do something. You're trying to learn how to do something. So you don't want to be teaching yourself not to do something and to do something at the same time. That's working against yourself. Okay? So we sit down so it's just a little ways to fall. Okay, let's freeze there we go. Okay, now notice a couple things that Manny's doing here, all right? He's kicking his legs out to the side. He's using both hands here, one hand behind the ball, one hand on top, and he's using the ground to secure the ball. So if I try to kick this ball out of his hand, okay, it's not coming out, all right? He's got a very strong grip. He's got his elbows slightly bent here, okay? And he's leaning out to the side. Notice he's not on his stomach. He's on his shoulder and his hip and the side of his knee. You don't want to be on your stomach. You don't want a Superman dive. Okay? You shouldn't be dirty up your shirt like this. It should be all on the side. Freeze. The thing you want to avoid, you don't want to go on your elbow. Okay? You don't want to be on your elbow. That's a very dangerous surface to be on. First of all, you can't move off of it very well. And secondly, that's a lot of force going up into your collarbone. Okay? So when you catch the ball, you want to land on your shoulder with your elbow out here. Okay? That's easy to do if the ball is away from you because you're reaching. But if the ball is close, don't do your elbow. Just reach out and get the ball farther out. Okay? But it's hand behind, hand on top. All right? Pin the ball against the ground and don't let it move. We're throwing the ball to Manny in the air. Okay? Now what he's going to do is catch the ball and then pin it just like we were doing before when we kicked it to him on the ground. Okay, so here we go. He catches, he puts it on the ground. He catches, he puts it on the ground. Okay, I can throw it faster. Okay. Now his catch is still like this, right? He's got the W or the triangle or the diamond, whatever you want to do. But when he catches it, he doesn't go straight down to put his hand underneath it. He turns the ball and pins it against the ground. So watch carefully here. He catches, puts it on the ground. Okay? He catches, turns his hands and puts it on the ground. Okay? Now I'm not trying to surprise him here. He knows which way I'm going because we're just practicing the technique. Okay? Now I can get really tricky and actually skip the ball to him and see if he can get it that way. Again, catch the ball, place it on the ground, okay? So it skips off the ground, skips off the ground, okay? It's pretty tricky, all right? He's trapping the ball against the ground, okay? Good, all right. Okay, now all we've done, Alayna, is move to the knees. So now we have a little bit farther to fall. It's still training without pain. We got a nice thick grassy cushion here. Maybe a little slower, Nick. Okay? But the point is, we've got a little bit farther to fall once we move to the knees. You don't want to do this too much, it'll hurt your knees. But it's a way to transition up to actually full diving. Okay, so we move from sitting down to knees. Notice, let's freeze Manny. Okay? Notice, again, he's on his knee, on his hip, shoulder, elbows not pinned on the ground, it's out in front of him. Ball is pinned, hand behind, hand on top, right here, he's out to the side, okay? One thing I'd like to do even better, go ahead and back to Nick, is I want Manny, if this ball is coming right here, okay? If this ball is coming at this angle, all right, we don't want Manny reaching back for it back here, or even sideways. We want him actually coming forward to the ball at an angle. So a little slower on the kick there, Nick. Go ahead. Okay? Notice he started here and he's coming forward at an angle. That helps improve. So when you're collapsing and diving, whenever possible, you want to go forward. You're attacking the ball. Now we're at the feet. Now we're jumping from the feet. Okay? We got a nice clean dive right here. Freeze. Going back and forth. Okay? Notice again, knees, hips, shoulder. He's not on his stomach. Okay? Elbows slightly bent. Ball is pinned. All right? Let's do a few more. A little far out. That's okay. And we slowly speed up the pace. Okay? We try to put him farther and farther. Notice Manny had that one covered. If it would have been inside, he would have blocked it. Okay? But each time, Manny knows which way we're going. Okay? We're not trying to surprise him yet because he's just working on the technique. Now, a couple things you need to see about what he's doing here. Okay? He's on his toes leaning forward. If you're on your heels leaning back, you have a longer way to fall because of this bone right here. That's the minimum distance you travel, and that can hurt. Okay? But if you're leaning forward and you bunch yourself, you drop down and slide your hand along the ground, that's not a very far way to fall. That's why it's really important that you're leaning forward and going alongside the ground and not leaning backwards and trying to fall, okay? You're down here and you're shooting out for the ball. All right, watch him again a couple times. Ooh, what a save. Okay, freeze. Now we're gonna put some in the air while he's standing. He's gonna catch him and pin him on the ground. He still knows which way I'm going because we're working on the technique. Now, if I was real confident in our accuracy, I would kick these, but, well, I'm gonna throw them, all right? So I'm going left first, here we go, my left. Okay? Notice he's going after the ball. Hands to the ball, they grab, and then he secures it on the ground. Freeze. Okay. Again. Elbows slightly bent. Shoulder, hip, knee, not on the stomach. Okay? Ball secured. Okay, freeze. A little more power. Yeah. Except let's come forward to that one a bit, Manny, if we can. Oh, you want this knuckleball? Good. Okay, let's take it down. Okay, I want you to notice Manny's position here, okay? He's not on his goal line. There isn't a line there, but he's like 4 yards in front of his goal. And that's so that he cuts the angle down, okay? You don't want to wait inside your goal. A, if you dive, you're going to hit the post. But B, you want to make it harder for them to score by cutting the angle down, okay? So he's out a bit. He's also leaning forward, ready to attack the ball. And then as the shot comes in, he's got to decide, is this a ball I can catch, or is this a ball I can't catch and therefore I parry, okay? Parry means strike the ball either with usually with your palms, can be with your fists, but it means hitting it outside of the goal mouth. You don't want to just block the ball and have it go right back to the offense. Yeah. Put it hard on frame. Let him make a save.
Good parry.
Notice how when the shot is about to happen, before the shot, he's in a relaxed position and he's waiting. As the shooter comes to hit the ball and lines up for it, he drops into a ready position. You don't want to hold this ready position because your muscles will get tired. You just want to bounce from that position. So you wait until the shot happens, and right as it happens, you bounce and dive, okay? So let's watch a few more, okay? Watch just not where the shot goes, but how right before the shot he bounces, okay? Really exaggerate that bounce too. So one of the ways we work on parrying, okay, is we do it from the knees, and we get a bunch of balls, and we just toss him, and he tries to hit the net with the ball. So he's trying to strike it with this palm. So let's watch for a minute. So we'll do the low hand first. So you're probably going to want to come around here to watch me, okay? So he starts on his knees, I throw the ball low, he's going to strike it. Okay, ball. One more. Okay, now notice his hand is coming in a straight line. He's not swiping or swatting at the ball or scooping it, okay? His hand is cocked right here and it strikes, just like a punch, okay? Open palm, smack, okay? Watch one more time, all right? And he should, if he's doing it right, hit it hard enough that it hits the net in the air, okay? Good, at a certain height. So if it's coming down right about here, he's hitting it with his low hand. But if it gets higher, he's gonna hit it with his top hand, okay? Same deal though, it's just that instead of coming low and striking with the thumb pointed upwards, okay, he's coming with his high hand, thumb's gonna point down, and he's gonna strike like this. Still a straight motion, just like a punch, okay? He's not swiping or batting at the ball, all right? So watch the top hand, here we go, okay? Still hitting the net in the air when he can, okay? And again, we do this from our knees because we work without pain while we're learning the technique. Okay, now what we're gonna do is look at corner kicks and defending corner kicks as a goalkeeper. Now, Nick is gonna be taking some corner kicks from out wide there, okay? Alon here is gonna be the defender. Zach will be the attacker, okay? Making decisions on corner kicks is really important. As a goalkeeper, you have to decide, can I get there first? If you can, you should. It's your box, own it, okay? If you're going to get the ball, you yell out keep for goalkeeper so everybody knows to get out of the way. They don't have to get out of the way, but they're gonna get hurt if they don't, because you're coming hard. All right, let's watch a few. Okay, now notice what Manny did there. It was coming in at an awkward angle and he wasn't sure he could catch it, so he punched it, okay? And got it outside the goal mouth. But he attacked the ball, that's what's important, okay? If you can't catch, punch or parry, but get it out of there. Keeper! Notice where Manny positions himself for these, okay? He's out of the goal a little bit, not too much because he doesn't want to get scored on, all right? He's also a little bit behind halfway, just a tad, because it's easier to come forward and sprint forward rather than it is to back up, okay? But he waits for a split second to see where the ball is coming, and then he attacks it, okay? If he can't get to it first, though, instead of attacking it, he waits for the shot and makes himself big. Okay, so now we're doing a slide drill, okay? And that's where Manny has to come across the goal if the ball is sent across the field. So right now, let's say the ball is with Zach, okay? So Manny is defending. He's on an imaginary line between the center of the goal and the ball, okay? So he's ready. If you look at him, he's positioned to defend that shot right there. But what Zach is gonna do is pass it across to Alan, who shoots it, okay? So Manny has to get across and stop the shot. So let's watch, okay? All right, ready? Good. Now let's pass the other way and shoot, once Manny's ready. Oh, got him. Now these are very tough ones to defend, okay? That's why we're working on them. Let's do a couple of more here. Boom! Okay, let's pass from there to there. Okay, now what you need to see here is that Manny's set up on one side. Okay, he's set up on one side, he's got to get to the other side quickly. You don't want to shuffle, okay, because that's not quick. The only time you want to shuffle like that and stay ready is when somebody's dribbling and they can shoot at any time. But if you know the ball is traveling from there to there, okay, you got to get there as quickly as possible. So as soon as that pass happens, you turn and sprint to get there as quickly as you can, and then try to get set up in a ready position as soon as you can, okay? If you just sprint and you don't set up in a ready position, then if they hit it behind you, you're not going to be able to stop and get it. So you sprint to a ready position, all right? So let's do a couple more, Alan and Zach. Same thing? Yeah, same thing. Let's do two more, one apiece. Good, had it covered. One more. Oh, good, had it covered. Star forwards here. Okay. All right. Yeah, and let's do the. Let's talk about free kicks. Okay. Let's say the other team gets a free kick. All right. Meaning, the ball stops, and the referee says the other team gets to kick. Now, if he holds his arm in the air like this, it's indirect. That means they have to touch it before they can shoot it. If he goes like this, it's direct, and then they can shoot it right away. Now, either way, okay, Manny's got to be ready for a shot. All right. Now at this distance, he's going to want a wall. The wall helps make the goal smaller, okay? He wants the wall to take away the closer half of the shot. So this side of the goal is closer, so he's gonna move his wall, okay? Go ahead. Good. He's gonna move his wall between the ball and the post. And even a little extra, because some people can bend the ball, okay? That way, I have to be a really perfect shooter to hit it over the wall. He's now just made the goal a lot smaller, okay? Now when we shoot it, he's got a smaller goal to work with. I would shoot it, but
You want me to shoot it and you can take the camera?
Sure. Let's just do a couple of free kicks and Manny really like holler to get the wall in position, okay? Let's take this far ball on the right here. Okay. So watch Manny get the wall ready. Okay? Okay. Now he's cut down the size of the goal. Now DJ's gonna shoot it. Go ahead. Good. All right, new free kick. This ball right here. Let's get the wall set up.
Hey, this one.
Okay, he's got the ball lined up with the post. Now he's in the middle of the smaller version of the goal, and now DJ is going to shoot it. one more. This one right here. Now the wall's got to move. Manny's getting him organized.
I'm gonna try laser it toward Amanda.
Okay, good, good.
Okay, ready?
Woo! That was a good kick. Okay, so that's how you set up a wall. An important situation you need to be able to handle is a one-on-one breakaway, where the forward or the other player is coming at you and there's no defense, you're alone. Okay? So, let's go ahead and dribble at him at about 70% speed and watch what happens, okay? Okay? Now, notice what Manny has done there, okay? He's attacking the ball. He's coming out to meet the threat. What happens if he stays back there, go ahead and drop back there, is the goal gets bigger and bigger for the attacker as the attacker moves closer, okay? Back up a little bit. Okay, this is a rookie mistake. You stay there, and there's a huge goal to shoot on right now, okay? You can't sit back and wait, you must attack. So let's go back. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Notice how Manny cut the angle down, so it makes the goal a lot harder to see behind this person who's coming so far out. Come put the camera right here. Look at how much of the goal he's got covered from this angle versus if he backs up and stays there. Go ahead and back up to the goal. Look how much bigger the goal looks like that, okay? So if you're a goalkeeper, you want to attack. Now you don't want to just sprint out as fast as you can because that means it's easy for Zach to dribble around you, okay? Let's watch that, all right? So let's go ahead and do that. Sprint out and Zach, go ahead and dribble him. All right. If Manny sprints without being ready, he just gets dribbled and it's an easy goal, okay? So what he wants to try to do is match Zach's speed. If Zach's coming in under control, Manny wants to come in under control. And he floats, okay? He gets low, he has his hands out, he's ready to act. If Zach's coming in at full speed, Manny comes out at full speed, ready to slide through him, okay? And if at any point Zach takes a super touch, okay? That's where the ball gets way out in front of him on accident, like this. Manny's gonna dive down and get it and put his chest through it, just like that. And if Zach decides to try to kick that ball, he is going to spill over Manny and get himself hurt, okay? All right? Because Manny is a freight train, and if you show him the ball, he's gonna come through it, okay? Are you confident jumping over him? Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Come out, do the slide, jump over, okay? Back up a little bit more. With a big touch. Yeah, with a big touch. So again, if Zach comes in fast or hot, okay, Manny's coming out hot to sprint through the ball. Go ahead, okay? Good. But now, if Zach comes in under control, Manny comes out under control, ready to make a save and ready to react if Zach tries to dribble. One more time. What am I doing? Under control and take a shot. Good. And notice that Manny didn't just block that ball, he parried it well outside of the goal so that Zach doesn't have a second chance at it.
I didn't.
Send me that boy. There we go. Send me that bad boy.
Dude, that wasn't even a shot, bro.
Good.
Here, right here.
Send me that shot, dude.
Got it covered. All right, I'm winging him now.
Okay. Let's go, big dog.
Let's go, big dog.
This side, baby. 6 down.
Sit down.
Whoa!
You're ugly, bro.
Got it. Too easy. There we go.
Good save.
Oh, there's the one. Right?
That's what we needed.
So with all this, Alayna, you saw that goalkeeper. It's a lot about repetition. It's a lot about not beating yourself up when you make a mistake. It's about pushing yourself. And good luck in your season, and good luck being a goalkeeper. And remember, always stay strong and always stay positive. Thank you.